Like
not everybody gets training like other people, so
right.
we'll figure it out. Hi.
Hey-o.
Hello, everybody.
I figure we start with a little bit of James Floyd. Hopefully you guys are
Welcome to Hot Flash Happy Hour, y'all. We're starting off with some James Cloyd, because our whole show is about Mr. Cloyd today. And we've got some very special guests for you. I like that song. We're going to have to hear that in full.
Yeah, we'll play the rest of it on our breaks.
Yeah, welcome, Jimmy Alter.
Hello,
my
Tasha.
co-host. Absolutely. So, yeah,
It's
everybody.
6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock. Elvis says it's 6 o'clock. It's time to start the show. So, last couple days have been pretty tough. Pretty tough and intense for all of us in the music community in Detroit. And all over the world, might I add. We lost a wonderful friend, mentor, a very wonderful person. I'm personally involved with this, so of course I may trip over my words and stuff like that. And for many, many years, someone who told me when I was ready to quit that that's not my job. So he said, "You're not your job. A lot of people need to hear you. You need to keep going, Tasha. You are something special." And this man's words, everything he's ever told me when I've worked with him many, many, many times, will always ring true, and I will always believe in that. He was that one true friend a lot of people wish they had. And my world is a whole lot more alone now that he's gone. But you know what? He taught me things, and we're going to keep it going. So our entire show tonight is dedicated to Mr. James Cloyd, rest in heaven. And we're going to be playing songs from him. We're going to be playing songs from myself, and we're going to be also welcoming some special guests too. The show must go on, and that's exactly what he would say. As a matter of fact, he would say, "Girl, get your ass in that studio and do your goddamn show." That's exactly what James Cloyd would say to me. So this is how I'm having the energy to even go forward tonight. So please bear with us, listen to us. We're going to have fun enjoying and celebrating our friends. And first of all, we have a wonderful special guest that we here tonight. And he just got here, and I love him so much. And I know he has to leave, so we're going to have to drill him like really quickly in that. And I'm going to say a few things. I'm going to let Jimmy say something. This is my buddy, Jorg, and Jimmy dared me to try to pronounce his last name. So this is Jorg Karaziadis.
Is that right?
Look at me. Look at me.
But it's pretty
Karaziadis. Hey.
Karasiotis?
Yeah,
See, I'm good at this.
Karasiotis.
I'm good, y'all. I'm good. Don't fake the funk.
That's hard to try to remember, too. By the end, I'm going to be like, Karasiotis? Like questioning myself.
He was asking me, how do you pronounce it? I go, well, it's kind of like this. But I've known York for a long, long time, since a band he was in called the Hogans.
Yep.
I sauntered into Fishbones in St. Clair Shores one night, and I was with friends, and my friends told that Jorg and his band, "Hey, my girlfriend can sing." So we had a conversation. He goes, "What's your name?" I go, "Tasha." He goes, "Well, tonight you're Tasha Hogan," because Hogan was a family band. So anytime you played with the Hogans, you became a Hogan. And then he even went further to tell people, "This is my cousin Tasha from Las Vegas."
Yeah, you are.
And then they were like, "I keep coming every week. Where the hell did she move here?" So, Jorg, I want you to talk, and I want Jimmy to say some things to you, to talk about what you're doing. You have come from being a musician, having many wonderful bands, Clash.
Clash, you got it.
Yeah, I got tongue tied on that, and the Hogans, of course, and then you have a movie company now, and you have
all kinds of stuff.
You're producing, you're just doing a lot of things in the Detroit area for Detroit artists, and we really want to get into that tonight for you, because we want to let people know. Okay, there we go. Anyway. You can kind of hear yourself a little. Let's turn his. Can we turn him up a little bit? Let's see which in your headphones. Absolutely.
Checkity one. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you a little. I can hear when you get closer.
A little.
Yeah.
It's our COVID thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to stay
Is
safe.
that any better?
I'll go check.
Yes. Yeah, we're trying to stay safe. So you can come on our show and be safe. It's all good.
Oh, it's very safe.
But yeah, so I'm only touching on just such, not even a whole lot. I mean, you have a gig tonight. This is why you came so early.
Yeah.
So if I can shut up right now.
No, it's fine. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you very well.
You're good? Everyone's good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I wanted to just elaborate really quick so our listeners can know a little bit more about Tasha Owens from my perspective. When you were Tashi Hogan, I did not know I did not know that you were the greatest singer that's ever lived. I'm just telling you, like you were a little bashful.
I'll pay you when we get done.
No, hold on, no. But then, like a couple years after the Hogan's thing, we were always close.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'm starting to see front page free press shit.
Yeah.
Tasha Owens.
The struggle is real, bro.
No, I'm just saying, I didn't even know you were like about that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know you were like you didn't present. You were very.
We're not live anymore right now.
No, what's going on?
I don't know. He doesn't know how to stream.
Uh-oh. The streaming's not live. Hang on. We need to go real quick.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I got a second.
Yeah. What's something to drink? Want a beer?
Oh, I'm so good. Don't waste it.
Yeah, I know you got to work tonight. Yeah. We got beer and water. You want water?
No. Yeah, I'll just like vape one or something. I'll go outside or something. So this place is cool.
You can vape in here.
They don't care?
Yeah, vaping is good. Just smoking.
He says to keep going, but we don't have it on your phone either.
All right, so...
We need it on that computer.
Okay, so then let's do... Let's go live from the page. How about that? All right. And start.
Oh,
Here we go. All right, everybody. This is Hot Flash Happy Hour. We're having some technical difficulties, but we're going to be going live on the page right now. We have a special guest in the house tonight, York Karasiotis.
You got it.
I love it. All these years I've known him, I finally found out how to say his name. So, York, I was just telling the folks, and I'm going to re-say it again because I don't know if we caught that from our difficulties we were having. But York is a wonderful friend of mine from way back in the day, up until now, and I've seen him grow and just do leaps and bounds in the entertainment industry, and for what he does for himself as a producer, a musician, filmmaker. You know, all those things involved. He has just come full circle and able to, just do all these things. So I admire that about you. I'm glad I am friends with you. I'm glad I met you all those years ago when I became Tasha Hogan. He was in a band called the Hogan. So anytime you played or jammed with him, your last name became Hogan that day.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. So I want to. I know you got to go. So I want you to talk now.
I was just telling them that,
that
if you guys all know, you're listening because of Tasha Owens. She's a superstar. But she was it was just one of those things where, I can't compare it to anything. It's like if somebody knew Paul McCartney when he was 17.
Oh my God.
And then hung out, and then 3 years later it's like, is that little Paul McCartney? I just had no idea that Tasha was such a superstar. I mean, I knew she loved music and was a singer, and she told me about some bands she was in, but I didn't know that she was. Anyway, so when I saw that your star starting to rise, I was just like, that's my friend. It was just so great.
And we go back.
Yeah, we do.
Those are the best friendships. Yeah, we go back when we had nothing.
Yeah, when we were nothing. And that's what I love about. Yeah. And but most important, I wanted, just because you wanted me to say something about what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I toured for 11 years. I always bring this up. The biggest reason why my band quit was because Uncle Cracker said, we need your drummer. And so we said, you cannot not. You got to do it. You know what I mean?
The stealing of the band members.
That was really the biggest reason.
Well, you know what?
We loved it.
And I get it. I get it. But, in Detroit, we got the best musicians ever. So it's going to happen. I've lost a lot of musicians to touring bands because I wasn't on tour. So that's my next step. So I'm getting all of y'all back.
Yeah, definitely. So for 10 years, we toured 48 states. Can you believe it?
That's amazing.
Oh, sorry. My bad. 46 or 40, I think it's 46.
We
did to Alaska, Hawaii, Maryland, believe it or not.
Wow.
Maryland and one of the Carolinas. No, I forget which one. Okay, whatever.
There's a north and a south. One
Maine.
of them.
We never played Maine. That was it. We never played Maine. All right. So anyway, 46 states. You'd think. So I just want to tell everyone that's listening right now. Imagine you're a touring band back then, and things were a little different. We were We were right in the middle of like before social media took over so much, where there was nothing else. Before streaming took
overwhelming.
Over. Yeah,
it's overwhelming.
And so basically, I'm just going to throw this out. Toured for 10 years, and while we were touring, we never had a videographer. Like we did sometimes. We would be like, this is a big show. We're gonna have 4, but other than that, it was few and far between.
Yeah,
when we would videotape ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I kept thinking to myself, if I was smart enough to see that all this is content.
Right.
But it's not even about me now even more so. It's not even about music. It's about the image. It's about, the Beatles did Christmas cards. Where they'd be like, "Hello, I'm George. Hello." Do you think they like that? Do you think
I remember the bouncing ball on the cartoon. Yes.
Yeah. So I just started realizing like all these bands. So now I wasn't touring, and I was doing Flash Clash, and then Flash Clash got to open up for John Legend.
Oh my God.
I was seeing all my dreams come true.
Oh my God.
But then I was seeing all these artists coming up that were 19, 20 years old, and I started feeling really scared for them.
Right.
Because I said to myself, if they don't think like I'm thinking now, they're going to lose 10 years of their life.
Yes.
So I started devoting my time to producing, which finally led me to, nowadays I tell people there's no difference between music and video.
Yes.
You need both.
Yes.
So if you do a song, it's not going to do anything unless there's some kind of visual content around it.
We had that conversation when we were shooting a video.
Oh, yeah.
For Ray Williams. Yeah. We had that conversation.
So I did not join this business to be a videographer.
Right.
But that's where we're at. A big, I read this article about 5 years ago with, Clap Your Hand. No, it's okay. The Go. Is it OK Go? I believe it's OK Go.
I think it's OK Go.
OK Go. Their big thing is their music videos. And the bass player said, "We practice every day."
Yep.
Have I picked up my instrument in 2 months? No. We recorded 4 months ago.
Right.
But we practice every day. Yesterday, our rehearsal was I had to make 7,500 little things out of paper mache so that at this one point on our next video, when we throw all this crap and they get it with the fisheye lens, it'll be part of the video.
Right.
So I can't tell you, like, if I wanted that video, but I can't do that stuff, well, do you have $10,000 to pay somebody?
No, not
you
me.
don't.
I'm a Detroit musician, really?
So people need to so musicians need to be a little bit more creative.
Absolutely.
Another big thing I saw in the news just this past week, everyone's giving shit to the guy who owns Spotify. I don't know if you saw that article.
No, I have not.
So what this guy essentially said is, if you plan on releasing an album every 3 to 4 years, just don't be a musician.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's not how it goes anymore. Today's climate,
you have to be a marketing guru.
He's like, I recommend every month, but at least every 3 months. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's giving this guy shit. Yeah, right. Blah, blah, blah.
I understand that.
I hate him too because.
But I get it. I get it.
But he's right. It doesn't matter.
You know, if you're the drummer in the band, you shouldn't be running sound. I get it.
All kinds of stuff.
I get it.
And so basically, I am right now trying to do $1 million shoots for bands for only $150 to $1,000.
Well, you know what?
Because
but you're doing the damn thing in the right place for the right people. So that's going to get you out there. So yeah, I applaud you for that. I applaud you.
I'm not doing it for me.
I know.
I'm doing it for younger me who never became Bono.
Amen.
I always wanted to be Bono.
Yes.
And I've seen my dreams come true in other ways.
Yeah.
And I'm like you said, if you think I'm doing you think I'm doing good,
yeah.
I'm happy.
Amen. Yes.
And I've opened up and met I found my niche. I've done.
And
stuff.
you're a family man.
Yeah, that really.
This is
helped
amazing.
I had a child, and it's just that's how it's just. But people say I don't know how you do all this stuff, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't do anything.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That makes me
if
feel good.
it's in your blood, it's in your blood, and somehow you're going to make it happen. And these are the people that migrate to each other. We migrate this way. Like you said, I had no idea. I would, I figured, okay, everybody in Detroit's going to know who I am. And then they go like, oh, yeah, you're Tasha Owens. Like, yeah, I'm famous in 3 counties, Wayne, Oakland, and
you got to
Macomb.
start somewhere. Lady A is huge now. And
then I go way up to the UP and they're like, hey, aren't you that girl? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, you gotta start.
So it's a passion, and it's our own personal religion, I think.
It is, yeah.
And it reaches the masses, and that's proof in the pudding, just from all of us out there. So again, I can't thank you enough for just being in my life and being such. You've always been 200% positive, even when I'm like, I'm feeling bad, and you always had something great to say and to make somebody's day, and I think bringing that into your work is what makes you extraordinary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just feel there's a couple things I go to. There's some scientists that said, what are the scientific chances that you were born a human being rather than like a bug?
Right.
And it's like this thing, like basically because you were born a human, you just won the lottery 85 million times.
Wow.
Because like the amount, like the chances of you being born a human. So right there, holy shit, why aren't you jumping for joy every millisecond? You can run around, you can swing your arms, you can do whatever you want. You're human. You can think about what
you got the golden ticket, man.
You got the golden ticket. So, it's just like, I don't know. There's another thing, like I watched this documentary where all these people were slaughtered in Africa. And their families for all these blood diamonds, right? And there's this guy with one arm. His legs were cut off and his left arm was cut off. And he's holding a sign. He's saying like, thank God every day, love you. Like, it's just kind of, so basically, if you're in a bad mood, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Like, literally, shut up.
Can't get your Snickers bar for the day, shut the hell up.
So think of the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Something worse has happened to someone else. Even though, it's
a red light takes 15 minutes, you're going to be 3 minutes late. Yeah. Really?
But
don't get bent out of shape.
It is hard to say that when the worst thing happens to you, but if you don't do that, you're fucked. Yeah. Or else what's the other option? Death. Fine.
Well, in all this, in this whole situation, that just leads right into this COVID thing and people, trying to cope and survive. And now people are not taking advantage of those moments. And some people still are.
Let me say.
So that's kind of crazy. Yeah. That's the crazy part. How can you not realize, look, we've had a whole lot of shit taken away from us. How are we going to cope through this and get through this another way other than bitching about what you don't have? That is my issue with a whole lot of this.
And also to say this, just so everyone knows this, because the times we're living in.
Yeah.
This is coming from now, I thought I was the farthest from white ever growing up because my dad is Greek. And he has this blood, and he came here when he was 23.
I was going to ask you if you owned
an island. Other than that, this positive energy and this positive thinking is coming from a relatively rich child.
Yep.
Raised in Grosse Pointe Woods.
Yes, he was.
My father became a doctor of physical therapy 20 years after because physical therapists aren't doctors until about 15 years ago. Long story short,
I go 2 to 3 times a week.
We weren't filthy rich, but compared to everyone else, holy shit, I'm the richest kid that ever lived. I'm actually happy that I wasn't filthy rich and just moderately, because at least I can have some.
You have some common sense still.
But my point is I am a privileged POS in some ways, and I'm calling myself out, and I support Black Lives Matter, love is love, all that stuff. Save the children, but for real, save the children.
For real. Meaning save them through education.
Yes, through poverty. It all starts with poverty.
Poverty through education.
You think that this sex trades and all this stuff that everyone's talking about, it starts in poverty. Yeah. Those are the first people that get screwed. So let's start from there. All right.
I appreciate you so much.
And if you want to talk y'all conspiracies, let's talk about aliens, because that shit is real.
Oh, there's my boy right there.
Sorry, let's go back to the old school conspiracies. We all know 9/11 was bullshit. We all know the oil shit. We all know the aliens. What's all this other stuff? Oh God, let's go back to the real shit. Vietnam, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. We going back now.
Sorry. Anyway.
We going back.
Right, anyway. It's a platform.
That's all right, baby. Do your thing. This is what this is all about. This is our platform to be heard, and people that are making a difference in lives in Detroit and this is the motivation behind it. So instead of talking crap on social media, get the hell up out of your seat and do something about it. Is that right?
I believe so.
Is that the right one?
I'm trying. I do because I'm a father. I do most of my protesting through social media. So
right. But but you're out there. You're living what you're preaching.
I'm trying.
And that's the only thing we ask. Just live what you preach. Don't be one of those fair weather friends.
I'll tell everybody right now. In my mind, when everybody's like, "Why do you do like?" Because I just got into this stuff, and why do you do so many videos, and like you'll do videos for this person or this person or this and I'm just like, it's reparations.
Well, no,
it's reparations for
well,
musicians.
The question is why not?
but it's for musicians. Right. It's like
yes.
if they don't have the money to do this, but they're the best thing I've ever seen, we need to get them filmed.
Absolutely,
we need to get their shit out there.
The story is better sometimes, and it will be down the line, because from having that capture, we can make it into something like that. So yeah, I can see you growing that out of your belief in the great musicians, and that's the way I operate, and a lot of us do here in Detroit. This is why we're all so close. We're all from Detroit, or Metro Detroit. We're all from here. This is the difference between any other musical city. This is all in our blood. We're all from here. We all support each other. When you go to other major cities, people flock there. No one's actually from there. So that's why everyone's on their own in that. So this is why you'll see in any major group or out there that there are Detroit musicians behind that person, behind that singer, behind that rapper, because this is where you get your groundwork.
I wanted to say something, Tasha. I don't even know if you know this, but my company, Broken Blanket, we're in charge of
Broken Blanket Media. Yes.
Yeah, Broken Blanket Media. We're in charge of Kern Brantley's
Yes
Day this Saturday, or we're in charge of the live stream.
Right.
And it's just been, like right there, this last 3 weeks has been like top of my career list.
That's amazing.
In case you don't know, Kern Brantley's bassist and musical director for Lady Gaga, Beyonce, and P. Diddy, or
Mary J. Blige. The list goes on and on and on.
And this is the most humble mofo I've ever met in my.
You can say motherfucker.
He's the most humble guy I've ever met.
He is.
And he's the nicest guy I've ever met.
He truly is.
I actually, to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this, I've worked with him a couple times randomly, and I didn't even know.
That's how humble he is.
That's how humble he is.
I've done every bass day since the shutdown. Every single one.
Oh my God.
Yep, I've been one of his backup singers for the show.
Well,
so there you go. And he's amazing. His whole family is beautiful.
So I'm editing a cool story. I'm editing all these videos that he's sending in, and looking through all of them. And I'm like, J.V. Collier, like, I don't know if you know Giovanni J.V. Collier, and he's Bruce Hornsby's bass player. And I'm just like, I hadn't thought about him in 5 years, but I used to tour like city after city just to see J.V. and Bruce. And it's just like, now he's sending me stuff to edit, and it's like, I just can't tell you guys. Stick with it. Your dreams will come true.
They will come true.
It's too small.
Call on a friend. Don't be afraid to ask those questions and have those conversations.
My hero. Everyone's like, "Who's your hero?" Are you ready for this? This is my crazy hero.
All right.
Max Martin.
All right.
Why? Where's Max? Nobody knows. He's on the streets. He's on the streets with the dime and quarter and dollar musicians, finding weird shit, bringing them in. Collaborating.
Yes.
Collaboration. Just what's the sounds like? It's not about you.
Right.
And nothing's about you.
True musicians are motivated by sound, not by people.
Yes.
So when they hear something, they go towards that sound, and then they make it, and they make it real.
Absolutely.
So.
We're on the DDS page, so you can shut that one off if you
All right. All right, we're back on too. So we're gonna stay here.
I missed all your stories.
That's all right. No, it's amazing.
Would you like a beer for all this trouble?
I'm totally good.
Okay. No, he's got to get to work.
I gotta get to work.
Let me know when you got to go. I appreciate you coming here and just the motivation. Again, the positivity. You make me feel better every time I see you. I can be in the worst mood, and then I just see that smile. And I'm like, oh, I'm okay. All right. Yes, you're a wonderful influence in my life, and I do again want to continue working with you in the future. And I'd like to, when you have time, come back and visit the station and everything that we have to offer here at Ralston Village. So
this is such a cool. I've never been to this.
Well, when you got time, we want to give you a tour.
Are you renting out?
Yeah, we got spaces. We have a radio station, a recording station. Of course, we're on the radio station.
I like the big room out here for filming.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that too. Some live videos. So live filming. seeing their live performances. So please, I know you got to go, but yeah, we need to talk about
I'm
that.
gonna talk to the director out here. He seems like he knows what's up.
Well, he's the CEO. That
Oh, it is?
that
Okay,
guy.
okay.
That guy.
Because he made
I
me
know that
sign
guy.
in.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, too legit to quit.
I pay him in donuts, but
I pay him in donuts.
that's all right.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
No, but seriously, this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to come together and to do some of those things that you're talking about doing. And we have the facility to do that. And those are some of our goals, too. We want to help our community, our Detroit folks, and get us out
What
there.
you're doing right now is exact like it's like that's what I tell artists I work with. Like, you need to do it. You need to come up with a brand. You need to come up with a show. And then what's next thing I told you to do? 3 cameras. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, it's
Boom,
coming.
boom, boom. It's coming.
It's coming, baby.
It's all over. And then the intro. Boom,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, boom. Yeah, but, whoa, what's up, it's Tasha.
Oh, we got to get that beat. We got to do that beat.
Oh, I don't know. Tasha, oh,
Oh, y'all got it. That's my new
know,
theme
it's
song.
something.
What?
Make a show intro. That would be cool.
something like that, I don't know. Something like that.
Anything would be
spitballing.
awesome. I think that would be so cool. And just doing it just the expression, so we have to videotape that too, and just make that the beginning. Oh, yeah.
Who's great? Who's great? Who got you? Tasha, oh. I don't know. We could do forever.
Right.
But yeah.
But again, I want to thank you so much. And yes, I've worked with York live on stage. I worked with him on video. We did a video with Ray Williams that your company did
I'm
as
playing
well.
with Ray tomorrow.
Yes.
Arts Beats and Eats.
The
Live
the
thing.
live thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun.
She was telling us about
Yeah,
that when she was in here. Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, so check that out, Arts Beats and Eats too online. You can find it probably on Facebook or whatever, any social media.
Is it
At least
not
I'll be streaming from all of it. So
Is it streaming live, or is it like? Is it going to be playing when Arts Beats and Eats would normally be? Do you know?
So I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys.
Or
I'm gonna
recording
tell you
it.
guys a little secret.
oh, here we go.
It's called Faux Live. You ever heard of Faux Live?
Oh,
Faux Live.
Faux
Faux
Live.
Live is funny because actually Faux Live is literally regular motherfucking TV.
Right.
You never watch. You're always watching 3 or 4 hours later. Always.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, basically because of the pandemic,
Right.
it's like if you'd think like, all right, man, we can't. There's no places open. Let's do a live stream, 10 bands.
Right.
All right, we still have to bring all 10 bands in, switch them in 10 minutes time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's too much, especially with like all the production. So
Yeah.
what we've been asking, and most of the live streams I've done, is have bands send in their tape.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
we make it so that we cut it all together so that it's all like a regular program, like you're watching.
Yeah.
And then the only real live aspect is the hosts.
Okay.
So the hosts will come in and act as though they're watching everything live.
Right.
And it is, in a sense, live.
And I
'cause
think
this
we're
is
kind
the
of doing
first
that with
time-
Concert of Colors too, because I got the email
absolutely.
for that.
And
So
it's the first time anyone's seen this footage, so...
Yeah.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
live.
But also to make it even seem that much more authentic, we actually ask the bands to pretend.
Yeah.
So while they're filming, they're like, "Holy shit, we're live right now!"
So it's like,
all
let's
that.
shoot a video.
Yeah. It's like, we're good. I'm getting, hey, wow, hey, thanks, man. Oh, I love that comment. You know?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. You know, some go nuts, some just
Right.
don't even look like it.
That'd be so awesome. Ray was our guest last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, the whole family's coming through. I'm loving
Oh,
this.
it's great.
I'm
and
feeling
you're
the
gonna have
love.
Cece in too. I was hoping but next time.
Oh yeah,
Christina, I
yeah,
got you.
she said she's gonna rebook and everything. She had something going on, so her manager called her. Oh, here we go, and my phone is going off, and I'm gonna have to stop that right about now. There we go.
So I call Christina. This is weird, but
Did you?
It's Christina. No, I call her Cece.
Yeah,
But it's because of Chocolate City.
right.
Do you know
By
Chocolate City?
Funkadelic.
By Funkadelic?
Don't play with me.
Okay, I love how in the beginning.
I'm a Funketeer from way back.
I love how in the beginning of that too, when he's like, "We got Atlanta, we got LA, no, we got Detroit. Some people always say we got LA," and then he just starts laughing, and then right after that they go, "Gaining on ya,
I'm not mad at you. I am so not
gaining
mad.
on ya," and I'm just like, yes, that's so good, dude. I don't know. I'm sorry.
See what I mean, family? This is what hanging out with Jorg is all about. And man, and if we're having cocktails and we're jamming, it's even like more intense. So I am happy to say I have like the coolest fucking friends.
That's how I feel about you.
Oh, thank you, Boo. It's so mutual. It's so mutual. And I'm glad we're rising up together. We support each other all these years too. Jimmy, I know you've been absent for minutes.
Oh, I know.
Anything you want to talk to my friend about? He's got to get going.
Well, I know I missed the bulk of the meat and potatoes. I was just going to ask about
it. It was great.
The scope of all your work and all that. But I will listen to the other video. We were streaming live on WJZZ the entire time, so everything was caught.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
We caught it.
So and we'll be able to share that and repost it.
Oh, good,
later.
good.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, we didn't share it
Yay.
to the DDS page, so.
All right, DDS, full view, full episode coming.
I think we covered some good stuff, so that's pretty.
I wish next time I meet you, we'll get to know each other.
Oh my
better,
gosh,
you know?
yes.
And Tasha, I know that's like it's the Me Too time and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So I would never say something as crass as "God damn, you look so fine." Right?
Oh, you know what?
Never
Child,
say something.
let me
like,
tell you something.
You are so beautiful. It has nothing to do with anything.
Let me
about
tell
you.
you something. When you're over 40, any of them comments are okay.
Listen,
any of them.
listeners-
You can say I got a cute ass, and
what's
I'd be
up?
like, really? I'm over 40. It's still
Listeners
cute?
out there,
That's a yes.
I just want you to know that there is nothing about this woman that has anything to do with the fact that she is literally an 11 out of 10. like, let's not even talk about that. That is horrible stuff. That is stuff that's in the past. We're talking about her personality, and her personality is 120 out of 100.
He just made my Christmas
All right?
list.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's stop talking about how good this woman looks. Can we please get over this? All right, sorry. Thank you.
appreciate you, Boo.
I just want to make sure, because we all know this. It's like fact. You look it up. You look it up.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I love you so much.
We love you. Sorry.
That's why the live stream has video too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look
Right.
at that. And she's all she came ready to work too. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, I did.
That's been the theme the last few weeks, like, because she keeps dressing up. And a lot of people we've had on, like Alexander Morris from the Four Tops, he comes in like a suit, you know. And here I'm in a t-shirt, and it's like
But
this
you
running
gotta be
theme
you.
of,
That's
like,
you, Jimmy.
I know, but still, I didn't see him giving me a bunch of compliments.
You don't have boobs. This is a huge factor.
Right, I know.
And compliments. This is WDDS. Come on.
DD,
Double D's.
We have to get that shirt,
Yes,
right?
Detroit's
You're
dirtiest TV station
legend.
in the world.
We
Yes.
need to get you a shirt that has a really small
And you're
W.
listening to Hot Flash Happy Hour.
We got to get you a shirt that has like a small little W and DD really big, and then S really small over on the other side.
Do not give Roger any ideas. Do not do that.
You won't see the W or the S
I
at
can
all.
see
You
him
just
probably back there writing this shit down right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. That should be right.
It should be a V-neck too, I'm thinking.
Oh,
probably.
Lord, have mercy. I got to go to church and pray for everybody now.
All of us. All of us.
So here we go. We're at 6:30. What time do you have to go, honey? I want to make sure you get to.
I think I do have to go. Actually, I just got the text.
Oh, but I am
love you guys so much.
so happy to have you here, Jorg.
Oh, and I'd love to come back too.
Oh, anytime, come back. And again, we'll talk about some of those other things we're talking about. We'll give you a full tour of the entire facility.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
Great.
yeah. And we got Jackie Wilson's daughter, Brenda Wilson, the Jackie Wilson Foundation. The office is housed in here. There's so much more here to see.
All I have to say is.
You're alive, lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before.
God, sorry. That's everything. Sorry. That's all he has to play.
That's all right. All right, so we're going to send you out. Again, this is Hot Flash Happy Hour on WDDS, Detroit TV, WDDS TV, Dirty TV.
Yeah.
You can find us on the Facebook page. We're going to have our website is still being built, so go to it on Facebook, WDDS, Dirty TV. This is Hot Flash Happy Hour. And I'm myself and my co-host, Jimmy Alter, and our wonderful guest, Jorg Karasiotis. I set the E. Karasiotis. I'm going to practice this shit tonight. Watch.
She's
getting that rolling.
It's Karasi Otis!
Otis! Who's on his way to Otis Supply because he also runs the Singers in the Rounds.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, you forgot that. He runs the Singers in the Rounds, which is happening right tonight as soon as he leaves here at Otis Supply.
It's called the Parliament Room
The Parliament Room?
It's a
Parliament Room
series.
Sessions. So,
it's a new series. You can look it up on Facebook or YouTube.
The Parliament Room Sessions, which is similar to what you were doing,
But we do have Singers in the Round, which is a songwriter round live stream, and then we have Hyped Up Live Sessions.
Yes, Hyped Up Live. We had T Money Green on the first show. So he told us about that, and I mentioned the Broken Blanket Media was involved with that.
I wrote a movie about T Money Green.
And I want to see it.
Where he plays the Isaac Hayes type character.
No shit.
That Isaac Hayes played in Escape from New York.
Oh shit.
Where it's like basically he plays himself like I'm motherfucking T Money. Nobody else in the whole city of Detroit can play unless I say okay. It's basically like Trick meets Isaac Hayes.
I know, right?
And it's amazing.
We had a blast with him on here.
We're gonna get it made.
But what do you do with all your spare time?
Or the cheering. He got the cheering. Got the baby girl.
Tasha was talking to him too about, she was trying to push us to be on his. So I think he probably can help us there too.
Yeah, look at that. Y'all see that? Y'all see how slick we are?
Yeah. We want you to be on Hyped Up soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Done.
It's a done. I love it. I love it.
Now.
It's gonna be a party.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
pleasure
meeting you.
All right.
Yeah. We're going to play a little bit more of the James Cloyd song we were playing, and we're going to get Chris Smith and Brendan Lindsley in here.
Yeah, I'm going to leave Jimmy here to play a couple songs, y'all. I'm going to do my real girl thing real quick, and we'll be back with some more special guests, Chris Smith and Brendan Lindsley. Thank you. Hot Flash Happy Hour, WJZZ, Dirty TV.
Monster in my pocket. I got a monster in my pocket. Monster in my pocket. I got a monster in my pocket. Baby, can't go back too long. Now when this monster gets out on the street, no telling what it might do. I tried to hold it back. It's gonna take one or two. It goes after all the girls. It's really quite a fright. So you better stay home and lock your door tonight. Monster in my pocket. A monster in my pocket. I got a monster in my pocket. Monster in my pocket. I got a monster in my pocket. Baby, can't go back too long. Trust that monster so much better since I let my monster go, cause when he makes you an offer you really can't say no. I don't know where he's going or where he's gonna be. I know I feel much better. I set my monster free. Let me tell you something, this monster's really real. He's out there on the street right now looking for his next meal. If you're over there hanging, you better run and hide. 'Cause if this monster gets, he's gonna take you for a ride. I got a monster in my pocket, monster in my pocket. I got a monster in my pocket, monster in my pocket. I got a monster in my pocket. Been in the kettle back too long.
Oh, hey everybody. We are back on WDDS.
Yes, we are.
Dirty TV with our good pals, Mr. Chris Smith and Mr. Brennan Lindsay.
Yes, we are.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Howdy.
Welcome to the show. So glad to have y'all here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for this.
No.
This is great.
No problem. You've been working your butt off during this during this pandemic.
Yeah.
You've been working your ass off, man. You've been writing music, recording music, releasing music. Let's start with that.
Yeah. He's got a whole long list.
Tell us. I mean, was that out of like all of a sudden you went from a bunch of gigs to and very busy to not gigs,
It
right?
sort of was out
Very
of
quickly, yeah.
necessity, and it started out where I just had my phone. And am I supposed to be like on this?
Yeah.
Well, close to it.
Yeah, you can dig in a little bit.
You have a
I
taller
can't see,
torso.
You can pull that boom down.
Oh, there we go. That's
Yeah.
It was out of, I mean, I was gigging. Well, you guys know I was gigging a lot.
Yeah.
And so having all that stripped away, it was almost like I had to do something, or I was gonna go into complete like withdrawal and shell shock.
Let's back up to gigs. Bass player gigs with Motor City Josh,
Yes.
me and Brendan.
Yes.
Who else? I mean, you a plethora. Anybody that called,
Yeah.
pretty much. Tasha. yeah, all of us. Like
Everybody here
We're all
has played
connected.
together a lot.
Yes.
but Josh was keeping you very busy
Josh
before
was
the.
yes.
pandemic, yeah.
But the whole diversity of playing with everybody.
Yeah.
Because I'm very much addicted to change. Like I can't get complacent. I have to. So playing with other people periodically was like my favorite thing.
Refreshing.
Right.
Very refreshing. It was my favorite thing to do. So when all that got taken away, I was like, shoot, because the whole pandemic situation, the self-quarantine, I was very lucky. I was with my parents.
Right.
I was straight. I was okay.
Yeah,
Everything
amen.
Was, so the pandemic really screwed a lot of people. I wasn't one of them.
Right.
All right.
This actually, in some ways, this is sort of a blessing. I know that might sound bad or something, but
No.
Found the
I think
best
a-
out of a
Yeah.
I think a
bad
lot of people are
situation.
like looking for
Yeah.
that silver lining. I think
Yeah.
for a lot of people it was like a reset from people because it's like in their daily grind running, and then all of a sudden everybody had to slow down.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's okay to say that there is a positive in it for that for sure.
Well,
Like,
the
I don't know,
reinvention,
you know.
reinvention of what you're doing, and that's exactly what you did. Made very successful.
Right.
That's-
Yeah.
and that
So
was-
congratulations.
Well, thanks. And
Yes.
it was a lot of fun because it just started out with like just streaming videos of me with my loop pedal, and then shout out to my buddy Mark Dixon, who we were talking on the
Oh
phone.
yeah. Hi, Mark. Hope you're watching.
Greatest drummer in the world, in my opinion. My best friend. But he was like, dude, get a smartphone. You know, because I was always an Android guy. He's like, get a smartphone. It has GarageBand on it.
Yeah.
And GarageBand, he's like, dude, you get GarageBand, you're not going to sleep for a week. And so
true.
between GarageBand and getting like a proper interface to just plug into the phone and plug my instruments, and then like from then on I was just off to the races. It was a lot of fun, and I'm still building, and I'm still super green to just songwriting in general. I've never been a songwriter. I've always been, hired gun. I'll learn your shit.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
I was never.
Took me 20
Yeah.
years to do an album. I was doing everybody else's music.
That's how it was. So I had a lot of fun, and it was surprisingly not as challenging. Especially, man, shout out to my dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, papa.
Initially, I was like, well, I'm just gonna sing, and then I'll just record it. It worked out because then I learned how to utilize what I have, learned the GarageBand format and recording in general. And I had all kinds of gear, mics, a board to set up to run vocals and to write, record, produce, all that bullshit.
But then, and you guys sound great when you perform together too, you and your dad.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
You got a rapport for sure.
Shout out.
He's 20,000 times the singer I'll ever be. And so
He's awesome.
It'd be like ridiculous to not
have him on it. Yeah.
And like I wanted to try something, but I'd listen to my voice and it'd just be like, for me, nails on a chalkboard. And I'm sure we're all sort of
a lot of
totally
about our own voices, but you guys know I'm not a singer.
You're preaching to the
shit
choir.
Sounds great. Well, but you are being extra critical.
But yeah, but we got folks out there that want to know how these things come about too. So yeah, even though we know and all that, just let them know what the struggle is, and what not only the struggle. It's not everything's not a struggle, y'all. It is an ambition. It's motivation. It's serenity. When you're doing what you love. So all these things come together, and it all makes that beautiful package that we call music.
Amen.
I think so, right?
Amen.
And yeah,
when you started,
and these are a couple of casts that do it really freaking.
When you started writing the songs and all that, and you started recording, what have you done so far? You did what you released, I think 5 at once, right?
I did.
And then you just released a single one.
Yes.
Right? So 6 total so far.
Yes.
Is that right?
And another one that is right on the verge of being released. It might even get put out this weekend.
How can we find that music?
It's up on YouTube. It's on. You can get it on iTunes.
Yeah.
The standard,
Titled.
And YouTube and sorry, I'm stuttering.
That's all right,
okay.
babe.
This is all brand new to me.
Yeah.
Can't even believe I'm on a podcast for one, talking about myself.
I know, right? It is scary the first time. I know. I'm like, what's my name?
I think one of those first ones that was at the Russell, right?
Yeah,
that you
Russell.
and I went to, and Tasha had all sorts of weed and beer on board to be able to get through that podcast.
And we did.
We were pre-gaming at Northern Lights before.
Yeah.
She was, it's hard to gloat about yourself, But
I don't know.
And when you're
sing,
with friends
and that's
that
what
you
I
know,
do.
it makes it a lot more fun, though.
Right,
Honestly,
yeah.
having it being with you guys, it couldn't be the best cherry popping experience.
That's right. Nothing like family.
This is family.
I guess we're happy to pop your cherry. Is that what we're getting out of that?
Hey, and why not on the dirtiest radio station in the world,
That's
WDDS,
right.
double D's, yo. And by the way, in case you didn't know, I am the mayor of Hooterville. Just had to put that out there.
We had true.
No up north stories.
No. No, I was just thinking it was funny because we don't talk that way too often. But then I'm thinking about when T Money Green was the bass player for the Dramatics for 18 years. He was talking about when and this was the first one we did, the first show we did, and he's talking about how he was going from places that he was playing for maybe 200 people to playing for 8,000, and he's and 7,000 of them would be women, and he was just he was like a lost puppy dog, he was new to the game, and
Here come the panties on the stage.
Yeah. He's talking about he's oh man, I'd always make the mistake of I would fuck the maid at the hotel before we even went to the gig, and then Ethel would be sticking with me all night long. He's and there was a lot of non-Ethels at the concert. I shouldn't say the concert, That's so it's okay that we talk about popping your cherry. Not a big deal, yeah.
Speaking of cherry popping.
Yeah. Brendan, what's been going on with you, sir?
Well, first of all, thank you again for having me on here, Jimmy and Tasha.
We are blessed. We are blessed.
I've been kind of doing a little what Chris has been doing. I have not been on top of it as he has, and he has had the ball rolling. Yeah. But no, I've been trying to do this same thing. Just stay at my house and work on music as much as I can there. Because without any of the bars and no venues to play at it. Like you said, things just came to a halt. It felt really, really weird.
Right.
So, I got GarageBand too, and I
gotta get this GarageBand.
I suggest it.
Let's jam, y'all.
Highly recommend it.
Could you picture Tasha on an iPhone? I don't know.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, it'd be a whole new experience. It would take her a year to learn
iPhones
how
for
to make
seniors.
send a text.
I'm gonna need a class. and some education and things.
You got that phone from like the AARP, the one they send out the flyers for.
At least I got a discount. Fuck y'all.
I know. It came with a life alert. Yeah.
That ain't right.
2 demerits for Jimmy Alter. 2 demerits.
That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
No,
That was great.
it's actually funny because like I definitely think with more time home and just with less to do, I actually just texted Brett Lucas a couple days ago because a while back he had just like Dropboxed me all of the chord charts and everything for all of Tasha's music.
Wrong side of right, right side of love. Those
yeah.
are my albums, ladies and gentlemen.
and so like I want to make sure I play it up to par because Brett wrote all the chord changes and everything. I want to make sure I'm not fucking up a chord or something.
Thank you, Brett Lucas, producer, co-writer.
Yeah, so I'm just going through this chart the other day, and I'm like reading this chart, and it was like I really had to dive into and Google a bunch of like even just like chord symbols and stuff like that because like I'm not great with theory. So then all of a sudden it's like if he's got like, he's doing like half diminished chords and shit like that, and I'd have to be like, what the fuck is that again? But it was great. So I texted him going, oh my God, thank you for the charts. I was like, the charts, it was great because it was like almost like a self-learned hour lesson in like half diminished chords, chord symbols on charts and shit like that. And, he wrote me back saying, oh, no problem, and like the more you dive into it, obviously it gets easier and easier and easier, and It's nice that we actually have this time right now to be able to do that,
Yeah,
No kidding.
that's amazing.
I think, like you were alluding to earlier too, like I think, a lot of musicians, like you said, playing the same shit all the time and all that, like, I think any of the real good ones anyway, right? Like you'd want to keep progressing.
Oh, this
constantly.
is time to level up.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
You don't want to level up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the time.
Yeah.
And it took me a while, and I do have to say it took me a while. The first actually 2.5, 3 months, by me living in Detroit and knowing a lot of people, it's like, that was a hardest hit area. And I think, and I hate to say it this way, but body count, I think for me personally, was up to 32. So it was a long time, even during this thing that I had no desire to sing. I couldn't do it because I was so hurt and so sad.
Right.
And then, an opportunity like this kind of popped up and it started getting going. And then we got an opportunity to do porch concerts. And I'm like, I'm hurting this and that, but maybe this, what I do, my opportunity is now to make people feel better. So, I'm always altruistic. I'm that hippie chick that loves everybody.
Well, I also think us as entertainers,
Yeah.
I don't want to put this on other entertainers, but
Right.
I almost feel like we have an obligation.
It is.
that.
It does
Like,
feel like an obligation.
Times like
yeah.
this is when we like need to step up and try something.
Absolutely.
We're entertainers.
Yeah, and you see it with like with all the like music live streams and everything too. Like I think like artists want to put out their art, but then also those people that have been such great supporters for years,
Yes.
they also need that. Also, it's like it's a two-way street.
It is, and the feedback is just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It really is.
And you see that even with the couple driveway concerts we did. Like, it's amazing. People know that we haven't been working that work that we normally do, and like all those people that were watching us were super, super generous too.
Very, very generous.
Yeah.
We'll just say that very, very generous.
Almost to the point, almost to the point where it was like
Right.
philanthropic generous.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it was like,
they were
yeah.
very, very nice
Yeah,
to people that
absolutely.
want to.
Like, did we just play the Fillmore?
Right. Yeah.
Just
right.
me and you.
Right. Yeah.
This is
yeah.
awesome. I get to eat for like 2 months.
I know Smoke Jones is loving those right now.
Smoke is loving them. He's got
done
the
a
next
couple of
one.
those now too. And
Yeah.
we've got another one next Saturday too, right? We got a private
oh,
one
yeah.
next Saturday. Right? we got the Caju this Saturday. You just text me about the private
Yes,
one.
I
yeah.
did. That was today. Yeah, we are playing the Caju Cafe. Jimmy and I, the what do we call it? Yeah, Jimmy and I.
Yeah.
No, the Stable Dudes.
Yeah, it's a Stable Dude.
Stable Dudes are
It's,
playing the Caju
Abraham and
Cafe
Glenn Giordano.
on this Saturday from 7 to 10 outside in the beer garden.
Yeah.
And and it's also social distancing and very friendly that way. And we're also every show this whole week that we're doing anywhere is all dedicated to Mr. James Cloyd. And and so that show is at the Caju. So you can come and bring your lawn chair or come and hang out with us and social distance and let's just love on each other and share some of those wonderful stories. And having said that, I'd like to ask each of you, a quote or something or that James influenced you in some kind of way. I'll start with you, Chris, and then Brendan. If we can just send some love out there, send some love out there for James and the people that are watching too.
We got a lot of time. You can talk about the guy.
Yeah,
forever.
you could. You got a. So everybody out there watching, these are some up close and personal stories about our friend who is amazing.
James was, for me, he was part of what I call the day one group, which is like he was there like almost on day one when I first came onto the scene. And I think I met him at a place called Tenney Street Roadhouse in Dearborn. And this was probably like late 04, early 05.
Wow.
And like Dad would take me out. And
you had to have been like 7.
No, I was like 17, 18. I was in high school. I didn't get the early start that Brendan did.
Right.
Were coming out.
Brendan was about 7 when he met him.
13, right? 13.
Yeah, 13.
We met you. Yeah.
But when I came out, he would always, because he'd hear my dad play, and he'd always be like, you got to listen to what your dad's doing. You need to play more of what your dad, because I would try to be, I tried to be like just overdoing it. I'd always get people telling me I'm overplaying. I was that typical cocky, young bass player that just because
and then you met James Cloyd. And he took you to school changed. Right away.
And it was probably one of the best things to ever happen to me because it happened like I said, it happened on day one. Mm-hmm. It happened right in the beginning. But the best, the time when I knew that I was on the right direction, this is probably like 6 or 7 years after that, maybe not as long, give or take. At the Blue Goose, I think it was an open jam, but I was playing a set. I can't even remember who I was playing with. I think John Johnson was on stage. I think it was a Phil DeVoid, Billy Ferris. I think it was one of the Tuesdays. And Cloyd came running up to me after I did the 3 songs, and he said on that last song, he said, "You played exactly what I would have played."
Oh,
and that resonated with me.
You should carry that
it's
forever.
It's one of the best compliments I've ever had by anybody, period. Just because
coming from him.
Coming from
him, who's always schooling everybody.
Always schooling.
So you got a passing grade on the first run. That's got to be amazing.
That's like my final exams.
Oh,
Those were like my
take that with you, your whole life sweetness.
My road was a little bumpier than yours.
It took quite a few years to get to that.
Right.
To get that out of him. Because I'd always hear, "You gotta listen to what your dad's doing." And of course he was right. Basically, he was telling me, simplify your shit.
Right.
Slow the. Well,
slow that, or
it's
like,
okay. It's you can say fuck.
Exactly.
It's fine. Or
unless
like
you got your,
he would do to most guitar players. Play that motherfucking guitar like it's yours.
Sometimes, recently,
they're like, "Oh shit, I gotta play now." James said to do some shit.
Like the last few times I'd see him at the Crystal, when I just plug in the bass and just do a little dig. Stop that shit.
No, he would go, young man. What the fuck are you doing?
Hey, you're lucky long as he didn't stop the whole band. So.
Yeah, he did that a lot.
God. He did it to me. He broke down the song. Yeah, he broke down the song.
He would stop the whole band. But he was such an influencer on such an entertainer that didn't make a difference in the performance. He would stop the whole band and then tell the audience, "Hey, this is what we're going to do."
Yeah.
So even though somebody was fucking up, he would stop everything. He'll tell the audience, "This is what we're going to do," and then he'd tell everybody what to do when we start back up. And they thought it was part of the show. Yeah. So he was definitely the ultimate entertainer and kept the shit going. Yeah, so amen.
Every time, man, it sounded better.
Yeah, every time. Because it's like you was scared after that.
Oh, you were. You're like,
he gonna beat me up in the parking lot if I hit a wrong note.
He wasn't giving wrong advice ever by any means. It was always correct advice.
Yeah, you shut up when he start talking.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like tough love meets Education.
Yes, absolutely.
Mix, yeah.
Brendan, did you meet him right when you first started coming out?
Yeah, it wasn't too long after I first started coming out. Like you said, I was 13 and I started going out to the Blue Goose Inn, and that was my home away from the home.
Yeah. He was probably playing with Goebel then, right?
The Flying
A little
Crowbars?
bit with Goebel, and with Curtis Sumner's project.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the Scepter
yeah.
Project.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
between him and Eric, you'd see him at the Goose.
Right on.
And I didn't see him for the first few months. I was hanging out with you, and of course, like
Gaming.
I don't remember.
Gaming in the basement.
No. I think
Actually playing. I got it.
But
That's what Jimmy does.
He's like, "Have you met James yet?" And I'm like, "James." He's like, "James Cloyd." And I everybody's talked about him, right? And I told him, "No, I haven't met him. I'm looking forward to it." He's like, "No." Oh God,
brace yourself.
Yeah, brace.
Brace for impact.
Ever since, when you said that, it freaked me out a little bit, because he was like, "Oh, he's gonna pull you off to the side and hang you out to dry, basically." I was like, "Man, I never want to come out." So, sure enough, as I go out to the Goose and he's there, and I see the Lincoln parked in the the parking lot, and I'm like, "Oh God,
I'm in trouble now."
You better sound good tonight,
And you're a young man.
14, already.
Yeah.
Maybe by that point, 13 or 14.
Yeah,
You already
Brendan Lindsley started playing with a whole lot of us when he was 13. I want to say 13 coming on the scene. It's the only 13-year-old kid that ever since has had his birthday party at a bar.
Right.
So, and this is a real blues man in the making, and we all kind of growed him up.
But it's pretty.
We all growed him up.
It's
I'm gonna
pretty-
just say it like that.
It's pretty cool to be 20 and be a 7-year veteran.
Yeah,
already,
so-
right?
yeah, 20 years
that's,
old, yeah.
almost half
I'm
your
a blues
life.
legend. I'm 20 years old.
That's weird when you feel like that.
Yeah, almost half your life. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel old as shit when I say I've known you almost half your life.
I know, right? So yeah, I kidnapped him, and he's one of my kids. So
No, but you're right. I mean, everybody took me under their wing.
Yep.
And, I mean, Jimmy was. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know how about jams and how to run one. And if it wasn't for Tasha, I wouldn't be singing. So
I was his vocal coach,
I'm still practicing that stuff.
and he's so good at it, y'all. He's so good.
Look up some videos. We'll post one on the page or something.
Yeah, we'll put some on the page in that. But yeah, this is so cool.
Wait, that first night though, Elvis is going off.
Elvis,
That's
hi.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hi, Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis.
Yeah.
Clock. 1 hour to go.
Your mom cannot have that clock.
Yeah, you know her. I know my papa. That's
Your dad. Yeah, we'll be fighting in the parking lot.
That first night, then did you play with him, or did he just see you play, or what ended up happening?
I think it was you.
Really?
I don't know. I think it was you that fed me to the wolves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're like, James is here, and you're going up with him, basically.
Yeah.
It was
Good.
something like that,
Yeah.
5 minutes before you're supposed to start playing.
Right.
I had no time to...
Deep into the
hurry
pool.
up, come on.
Yep.
I was outside smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Deep
I gotta get
into the
this shit
pool,
going.
dude. Sorry about that.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I was freaking out, and I was up there playing with them, and you can't play right, to be honest, because you have to be loose and just in the moment. You can't be tense.
Yeah.
And when you're on stage with James for the first time, if you know who he is, you're tense, or you can't get around it.
Right.
And I actually made it through the whole song without him saying anything. I didn't see one bad luck.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I didn't know how to take it. I was a little nervous because
See a
it's
little
like, is this the
approval.
calm before the storm?
right. Yeah.
Well, my luck wore off after a couple more times of hanging out with them.
Yeah, and then he started giving you shit.
He realized that I was pretty comfortable playing the guitar, and he loves making people uncomfortable.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So he's like, well, we're going to have to mix it up now,
right, yeah. He threw you softballs in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, underhands, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I noticed you don't like getting anywhere near that microphone. You don't even like to talk into it.
Right.
It's like, oh, no, I don't mind. Try to play it cool. And he's like, oh, you don't? Okay. Well, then you're going to sing backgrounds for me. Like, what?
Good.
It's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what are we singing? What do we, Don't worry about it. Just sing, just sing what I sing.
Oh my God, it's the same thing Jim McCarty did to me when I did the blues for the first time. Oh my God.
You're so much adrenaline, you're freaking out. You don't know what James is going to put you through.
Yeah.
And of course, he starts doing he wants me to sing "Let Me Play with Your Poodle." Right? I'm 14 years old.
Right.
Up there with James, Johnny Rhodes. Yeah.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Over there, right there.
It's a classic.
Hi, James.
He'd
So
love
yeah,
it.
so he's got this 14-year-old kid singing "Play with Your Poodle" in a bar in St. Clair Shores too. You know, everybody's just, their eyes are wide. I'm frozen. You know, I'm like, oh my God, what the heck am I singing? And I tried to be slick. You know, I just tried to mouth the words and have Johnny sing the background vocals. It's Johnny Rhodes.
Johnny Rhodes,
Right. Up with it, yeah.
I'll let him take it. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
James is doing too much. He's singing. He's playing.
Yeah.
He's not gonna notice, so I'm not singing him.
Right. Yeah.
That was
right.
The worst,
Yeah,
worst
right.
thing I could have done.
Because he noticed that, and he's like, "Oh, this
He
fucker
called
ain't
you
listening
out.
to me."
What do you think he did?
He called you out.
He probably
Called
stopped
me
it.
out.
Yeah.
Called you out in front of everybody.
I had to sing the rest of the song.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
No Johnny, no
Yes.
James.
He made
Yes.
you just sing it.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a great relationship with him ever since then.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
It was the best.
That's
Well, 'cause
what he
you
did.
it, I'm sure. You know,
well,
like
you can't say no.
Right,
No.
yeah.
If you say no, it's just you're digging a deeper
Yeah.
hole for yourself. You go with it. You're like, okay, James.
14-year-old Brendan was probably cussing me out so bad if I'm the one that put him
That
up into
motherfucking
that, like,
Jimmy
yeah,
introduced
like,
me to this
I
motherfucker.
ain't never coming out to this gig again.
Yeah, you're saying, oh, look out, man. He's crazy.
Right.
You don't want to, you know, he's
And then go
he's
up.
the real deal. And then you got J-Bone telling me how he threw his Stratocaster across the parking lot.
Right,
yeah.
like after meeting up.
Yeah. So, but it was the best, one of the best guys and the best moments of my musical career. And I would
Right.
say my lifetime.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely,
It
yeah.
influenced
Yeah.
me so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That shit just happened to me last Friday when we were playing with him here in this
that
backyard.
was his last gig. He played our backyard boogie
Yeah.
last Friday, y'all here.
And Tasha did a set, and then James, finished with a couple songs. And he did that boogie that he does. I don't know the name of it. He did that boogie, but it's got like a B section in it, right? And I was a little bit buzzed up, and I should have been able to follow along, but I was kind of like just failing on it, you know, like I was, just, shitting the sheets on it, you know, and and then so I literally, this is actually, it's sort of sad. I went home and I was like, that motherfucking line in that song, I'm going to practice that thing 200 times.
Oh, I know
so,
what song you're talking about.
so that the next time I play with Cloyd, I'm going to just nail that shit. And he's
Right.
going to give me like that up nod or whatever, you know.
Right.
And then unfortunately, obviously that's not going to happen now. But still, to his last gig,
Yeah.
he inspired me to go work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Explore
it's,
explore yourself.
Right, yeah.
And that's what he did. He wanted to bring the best out of all of us.
He did. Yeah,
And he truly did. He celebrated that. In this business, people, and I know if y'all listening, in this business, it's really hard to find people like that. It really, really is. People just want to use you. They want to exploit you, and they want to, hey, do this for me, for me, for me, for me. James has always been the person for the moment. So he goes, music it's an art, and he treated every concert, every performance like a work of art. So he expected everybody who played with him to treat it like a work of art as well. So if you didn't bring a part of yourself to that jam or the song or that we were playing, then he was on your ass. He was like, what the fuck are you doing this for?
Yeah.
And this is why he's another reason why we are as good as we are.
That's a great way to put it.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I will forever love you in my life, and forever keep that, because a lot of those things like that and those few people is what keep a lot of us going. Because in this business, it's really hurtful, it's really harsh, a lot, and you don't know who is who. So when you meet those folks, you got to treasure them like a motherfucker.
I know. It's funny. Like yesterday, Drew Hill, he was really kind of reeling yesterday, and then he sent me a message saying, "Oh, can I call you?" I was like, "Oh, I'll call you back in a few." I was like working from home yesterday, and I called him back, and it was one of those things I had told him too. I said, "Man, I know you're kind of newer around all of us." I said, "But like, wait till you see." I go, "There's like when one of the giants like this passes away, like." It's almost an honor to be any part of this scene whatsoever, because it was like Terry Thunder's memorial at the Rooster Tail, right?
Yeah.
Like you saw 300-400 people that like all know each other, kind of all embracing each other to move forward and like sort of remember the person for the positive and keep going, because unfortunately in this business and like the way our social circles are, this shit happens all too often.
Yeah, and it sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And
Paul Carey, same thing.
Yes, yeah. And the
entire community came out for these giants. And I'm sure when and we'll let y'all know on our pages, Hot Flash Happy Hour and also WDDS Dirty TV, all the arrangements of things or special events that we're going to plan for James Cloyd. He was a part of this station coming up. He was the first guest on the Dirty Mac Shelly Shack, Dirty Mac Sugar Shack by Shelly Mac.
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister.
Hard to say.
The first guest there, he was the first one to play our first backyard boogie party last Friday. So he is part of the founding of all WDDS and what we're doing here at the Ralston Village. So we all invite you to support everything at the Ralston Village that we're doing, and again, stay on those pages, WJZZ, JZZ Cool TV, WDDS Dirty TV, Hot Flash Happy Hour, and everything else we got involved here at the Ralston Village. So let's keep this legacy going. And that's the thing. I like this to be the connection between all of us to keep everything going and supporting each other. Even as you move forward, even as you go forward, you're on tour or whatever, when you come back home, come back home.
Of course.
Right.
Come back home.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's all my advice to you guys, being young performers going up in there.
Because you're right. No, this is home, and you have many. It's like it's not even friends; it's family.
It is.
Oh,
it's totally.
And it is
it's
crazy
like
that it's
older brothers type of thing. You have this sense.
I'm his mom number 3, y'all. Trust me.
That
I'll
makes us
whoop his
brothers,
ass.
'cause she's
I'll whoop his ass if he need a whooping. Tell him, Medea,
She will.
child, get my purse.
It's sort of like the silver lining in these situations is it really unites us.
Yes.
When we lose somebody, and it also, like, going on Facebook, since the majority of my feed is just filled with people that all know each other, obviously,
Right,
musicians and friends of musicians, but it's all posts about him. Political bullshit. All that stuff got set aside.
Yeah,
and they're all like,
that's all beautiful.
let's all
stories.
share memories, pictures, stories,
And we all share the same feeling.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's community. We all share the exact same feeling. So if everybody else could figure shit like that out,
Yeah, absolutely.
we wouldn't have a whole lot of these motherfucking
It
problems.
takes a lifetime, I think, to learn to be like James.
Oh, absolutely.
And a village.
And there's a I don't know, at least here and this music scene, it seems like there's a sense of entitlement to show what people have taught you, James. Going back to Terry Thunder and Paul and and James. We're coming up. You were me. Coming out to the jams, and James is showing you. You were talking about it yourself, the young guy.
Yeah.
And it goes in a cycle, and you take the stuff that James taught you and pass it down. And I think long as we keep pushing and trying to show each other everything, instead of, because there's a lot of musicians that are very
shouldn't be competitive.
And
I saw that right in your eyes before you said it. I'm like,
It shouldn't be competitive.
You're right about that.
I'm thankful that there's not very much of that here, and you definitely can find the good ones when you do, and
we're all supposed to be lifting each other.
Rising tide raises all ships, and nobody understood that better than James.
And nobody, and actually nobody even in the city understands that more than the blues community.
Yeah.
I'd have to say the blues community is one of the most tightest community.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of gossip and bullshit, but I tell you what,
right.
Specifically,
we all
Detroit.
support each other all the time, and that's what we want for all types of music in Detroit.
Yes,
exactly. Because if we're gonna move forward, we need to push each other forward. As you're moving forward, push forward. Then you got other people step in that slot. Let's create these.
Everybody keep going up those rungs.
Yeah, let's create these things or steps to make shit like this happen.
Amen to that.
So so we starting with you young motherfuckers over here.
I gotta lighten up that mood too, because like when Tasha couldn't say the name of Shelly Mac's show.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, if you're watching, that's because of that weed that you grew in your backyard. Yeah, that's the pops weed. Yeah,
Gwen, we gotta have a conversation.
Yeah, she liked that. Tasha liked that White Widow. The tighter tongue. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
We're all growing White Widow.
I gotta talk to your mama Gwen, girl. We gotta sit down. And have some of your wine. Okay, not the wine from the store, the one you made.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And some smoke.
All right.
And then we'll clear it.
Chris, are you good if I play one of your tunes?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes.
All right. When You'll Wait for Me, is that?
That's the latest one.
That's cool. That's what I figured. I figured you wanted the new one out. All right. Let's do that. While we play it, the mics are gonna stay live.
Yep.
So you could comment on it if you want.
You can say
see
how
if
it
you
came
want.
about.
You can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. This is Chris Smith, y'all. Bassist extraordinaire.
We're gonna play.
I see that look in your eyes.
Nice.
They say enough is enough.
Get it, Dad.
You say you mean it this time. Well, I'm gonna call your bluff. I know when you wait for me. I know when you'll start to wait for me. I know how long it's gonna take.
Shout out to Mark Dixon.
I know how long you're gonna
Mark Dixon on drums.
We're really gonna play this game again.
That's awesome.
Been down this road before. I've seen this play a few times. You change the locks on your door, but I know you'll change your mind. 'Cause I know when you wait for me. 'Cause I know when you'll start to wait for me. I thought I knew how long to wait. Well, that was my big mistake. I never want to play this game again.
Good job, Mark. That was sweet.
I know when you wait for me. I know when you
My dad's idea to have to call an answer.
That sounds like your dad. I'm like, that's
His
fun.
idea. Shout out to Dad.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Creative mind.
I like it.
when you'll start to wait for me. You will start to wait. I know when you'll start to wait for me. I hope you'll start to wait. I know when you'll start to wait for me. I know when you'll start to wait for me.
And I love the cover. Is that be the cover of the CD or album? Are you going vinyl with it?
You did a bunch of promo
This is
shots,
Chris Smith,
right?
y'all. We just heard.
And I just pick a
That was
picture
amazing.
per song for each song that I release.
Well, that thumbnail was
Yeah.
awesome. You should
Yeah.
make it the album cover for sure.
Thanks. It's all DIY. I'm even that
Hey,
whole song.
I get it.
Doing the graphics, doing everything. I mean, like
I get
all
that.
the way around. Yeah.
And that song was recorded exclusively all on bass guitar.
Oh, it was amazing.
And
That was one take on that solo too, wasn't it?
Actually, no.
It sounded so
No.
smooth.
That was
I
very smooth.
appreciate that. I had to do there were some spots. I break up the solos into sections, and I record them section by section.
Okay.
Usually. Just because it's so easy to just get a fret noise or to just
and you go back
play
through
like
and
shit.
listening to it. Yeah,
you know, and sometimes I'll even.
I have no idea what they're fucking talking about.
It is.
It's. I wish I could say it's one take. Maybe one day. I appreciate that. I really do.
I did want to ask you guys.
Don't mind me. I'm just a singer.
We'll keep Tasha out of this for the next. Like, I don't want to do a long thing on this, but I want to do just a real short thing.
Sure we do. We got a lot of time.
For the nerds. No, I don't, like, because, like, it'll bore the people that are non-musicians. But I want to start doing this with every musician that comes on. You just say exactly what you're using right now for like, a live gig. Like,
hey, you want to start, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just bass, amp, and whatever effects or whatever, and that's it.
My primary workhorse bass is a Ernie Ball Music Man Stingray 5. It's the purple with this. It used to be completely like white, shiny pick guard, but
it's purple.
I played a lot of Smoky Bars back in the day.
Right,
so
it's
now
yellow.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
And then I play currently. I've had for about a little over a year, a Mark Bass 310 combo amp, and it's 500 watts.
Ooh.
I'm really bad with gear.
Right, yeah.
I'm like one step above when someone asks me what kind of bass I play, me saying a purple one.
Right.
One step above that.
I know a guy named Mark Bass.
Right, yeah. Brennan, what about you?
It's been the same pretty much from when I first started coming out. I found my main squeeze, as you want to call it. Your one. You all have your favorite.
Your lifetime.
Exactly.
What's her name? What's she named?
Squeeze, man. It's a 60,
she gotta have a name.
It's a 64 ES335.
Okay. Her name's Shaniqua.
It ain't a bad one. It is very curvy. So.
Nice.
I growed him up right.
Man, you are witty. Damn, that was sharp. Holy shit. You should do improv, my friend. My God.
Go be.
Yeah,
big fat ass. Yeah.
Yep. Very nice curvy guitar and into a Fender amp. You can't go wrong with that setup, I keep it very laid back when it comes to pedals. I think less is more. I got a tuner, a wah pedal that was given to me by Eric Goebel.
Nice.
And
Amen.
I love that thing. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
And I have another one too that actually Chris and his father gave me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be doing dual wahs.
Oh, cool. Hey, right
I forgot about that. Shout out to Dad again.
Back in the day, I've never once tried that, but I do know back in the day, like I think Stevie Ray had like two taped together or some shit.
You leave one set.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you can play. Yeah,
exactly. Right. And that's about it.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
Very simplistic.
Nice. I did want to say too, Roger, our CEO here, was talking about this. They're going to do a stage in the backyard here, and they're going to call it the James Cloyd Jr. stage
That's
too, which is awesome. Yeah.
Couldn't have picked a better name.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And backing up to that, every Sunday we having outside.
Yeah.
Every Sunday a backyard boogie for the summer. So yeah, we played the first one Friday with James Cloyd.
Yeah.
So he did the first one, and there's a DJ and everything, and bring some food, bring a chair, bring a cooler.
There's a barbecue going. It's
bring your family. We got social distancing. We got a grill and everything. Anything you want to grill, we got some stuff. Like bring your stuff too, and we'll just have a big party and a celebration. And it's just a celebration of life for anybody, for everybody. And for James to be a part of the very first one we did was really special. So I think that dedication is very appropriate.
Yeah.
Poetic.
And very honoring.
What time did you say that was at, Todd?
Every Sunday, 3 to 9.
3 to 9.
I might not be here because I gotta shoot a video for Hug Detroit.
But it was cool. It's funny when Tasha, even for last Friday, when Tasha was like, "Oh, we're doing this thing," and I was like, "Oh, cool," and she didn't describe it well. We're just like playing.
It was last minute. I'm like, I don't know yet, but hold on.
and I thought it was maybe going to be in the parking lot. Like I wasn't even sure when I came up, and then I came up, and Cloyd came, and then it's cool because like there happens to be people around here. Like last Friday, John Watkins was here doing Shelley and Drew's show.
Yeah.
And so people were just around, you know.
It turned into a jam.
And it turned into like it was such a fun little party, you know. Like we had a DJ going, we played a set, you know, and then John Watkins did a couple songs.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a blast, you know. And they got the food kicking, and
Yep.
It sounds like I don't know why anybody wouldn't show up.
Right.
To this,
right, yeah.
And that was like quintessential James Cloyd, because I called him that day. It was like a 24-hour notice for us. I'm like, and Jimmy's like, we have no bass player. I'm like, all right, give me a minute.
Yeah.
I called him that day at like 2 p.m. Like, honey, baby daddy,
Right.
we got this thing going on. And it kind of starts at 6,
Right.
and
A few hours from now.
are you available to just back us up, me, Jimmy, you know, and Glenn? And he's like, and before I get done with my request, he was like, what time? Give me the address. I'll be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is like the most amazing blessing of a last encounter with James Cloyd.
Yeah. Well, how? Yeah. How
I didn't even
kismet,
finish.
really?
He didn't even ask any details.
Right. Yeah.
He just
he
said,
just wants to
before
show
I
up
got
and
done
play.
with my sentence,
Yeah.
what time do I have to be there? And I'll be there. And that was like, that's love, man. That's amazing love.
How, you know, it was, I mean, super kismet that like he was here, and then like we all got to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Like, of course, after the gig, as we always do, stood around the parking lot forever. You know,
3 hours, I heard.
Yeah, well, he went. No,
No,
I
he
went
took
home
Drew
a little
home.
earlier.
He took
yeah,
Drew home,
He took
so that
Drew
was
home
another
and hung
3
out with
hours.
Drew for a couple hours too. You know, and it was just great sharing a couple more stories and a couple more laughs and everything like that too. It was just a beautiful thing. And even the way that he finished the night with John Watkins, Chicago Blues Hall of Famer John Watkins.
That was amazing.
Like how
night.
cool that those.
That's
You know,
That's
like,
what we do
I
here,
know, it's
y'all.
like-
Come
it's-
up Sunday, 3
it's
to
like,
9.
It's like goosebump chilling that
Yes.
those guys got to
Backyard
play
boogie.
together those
Go out
last couple
swinging,
songs.
You know,
and,
that's what he did, man.
Yeah.
He went out swinging.
and he sounded killer.
He
Like I
did.
said,
He was
man,
amazing.
That boogie, he was doing that to me on purpose because he saw that I was like a little buzzed and a little fucked up, and he's like, I'm gonna take him for a ride
Really,
right now.
Jimmy? You buzzed
Yeah,
and
go
fucked up?
figure. You know,
Wow.
like, you know, and he played, you know, he played his ass
James,
off
yeah.
on it. You know, of course he did. You know.
Yeah. And then he did that new song with us, too.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he followed
Without
along.
even knowing it. He was like,
no
all right.
kidding.
On the fly. I was
The,
like,
the Luke Nelson song, Willie
Yeah.
Nelson's son.
yeah, and it's just, you know, it's a 2/4 for the verses, but then there's a B section that like just goes to 4 and sort of walks back down to the 1.
Yeah.
But I instantly was like, hey man, I know you've never ever heard this, and the bass is kind of a prominent part.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, but just start with like that dum, like the E flat to the A
He
flat,
fucking nailed
like,
it.
and then as soon as we click in, you'll get it, you'll understand.
There
You
would
know?
nailed
be
it.
almost
Like-
no better musician to kind of throw that.
Yeah.
on.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
nailed it. It was
And
great.
yeah, instantly just killed it. You know.
When that works, there's a certain magic to the song.
Yeah.
You know? It's not the same as going up and you have a group of guys that you worked on it with and you know it's
rehearsed
gonna
it,
sound
and
good.
yeah, right.
When you throw it together and then it falls into place like that, it is a very special thing.
It's
It
a rush.
really
and
is.
I think because
It
of James,
really is.
we have a little bit of that too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He
yeah.
is the dude that threw us all in, you know, and did that to us. So I'm glad to hear you did it back to him.
right. And I think like I definitely think that's the beauty of the Detroit blues jam scene and all that, right? Is that like I know sometimes, you know, there's jam when things are going, when it's non-COVID times, right? There's jams every night, but part of that magic and part of that pull is that like every once in a while you just go out to support a friend at a jam or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you put a lineup.
That's what we do.
Yeah, you put up a lineup that is like, oh man, this
And
is
they'll just murder.
yeah. And there's those moments of like, oh,
And then
maybe,
there's that
you
one
know,
guy.
Yeah, maybe it's not people that always play together, but it's
Yeah.
just like a bunch of monsters.
Yeah.
And then you just have those magical moments because of that spontaneity of
Yeah,
it, you know.
or
like,
just
yeah.
whoever
Well said,
walks through
yeah.
the door. You know,
Or-
whoever shows
Yeah.
up that
Yeah.
night, you know, and just come out and just.
Yeah, it's amazing.
and
It's
just
simply
shred the
amazing.
shit.
It doesn't go that way every time.
No,
No,
That's
it
what makes
doesn't.
it
But
so
But it ends
good.
up being so
Yes.
so
But
But
amazing.
that's what keeps you
Exactly.
coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it happened all the time, it would almost kind of get boring. Like you would, it would
Yeah.
lose that luster, you know. Like, and you know, you've got to have those sets in there that are rough too. You know?
Yeah, we go. Yeah, we like the bloopers.
Poor Brendan. I'd always be like, "Hey
Here,
man, like,
Tasha, you've had 5 shots of Jack.
Right,
Let's do
sing.
Led Zeppelin.
sing." Yeah.
Fuck.
Poor Brendan, when he first started coming out, I'd be like, you know, hey man, you want to play this set? Hey man, you want to play this set? It's like, you know, I'd just be thrown up there with everybody, you know, like.
And I played like 3 hours on your jam.
I know, and I got paid for it. See, you know,
that's supporting.
That's part of teaching you too. Is like that business side, that business thought of it, right? Like,
I'll tell you what, as far as supporting goes, nobody does it the way you do, Tasha.
Oh yeah.
Dang,
Like,
Chris.
and I'm not just saying that because I'm here.
Thank
but,
you, baby.
Like, you've been inspirational to, like, someone that works as hard as you do, and still like do like a string of gigs, and then still go out and like check your buddies out at their gig,
Yeah.
and get up and sing and throw your heart and soul into it like one more time.
After
like,
she just
Yeah.
played like 5 nights in a row.
yeah,
Right.
and it's like 2 in the morning. You got a couple of Jack Daniels in there, and you're just
my
you're
motivation.
always ready, and that's like beyond inspirational.
Wow.
That's really been played a big factor into my professionalism.
Wow, you're gonna make
So-
me cry. Don't do
Why?
that.
You know,
Don't do that.
It's
Don't do
a
that.
true story. You know, it's just it's a fact.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know anybody.
Alexander Morris tried to do the same thing, and I'm like, don't do it. It's my show. Don't make me cry. Don't do it. But I appreciate that
I just
so
don't know
much.
anybody who does it at your level.
To that
You know,
level of support is
Yeah.
huge.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, I love music so much that I don't want anyone who's not, anyone who's making beautiful music to stop.
Right.
So I know I'm one,
Yeah,
but
right, yeah.
that is my motivation. Yeah, that if I'm not working, any night I'm not working, I'm out supporting.
That's true.
Yeah, and promoting, because a lot of people see it as, okay, it's just another gig. No, you don't understand. It's not just another gig. You have no idea who the fuck you're listening to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right,
this
yeah.
is like my whole perspective on going to see my family and my friends, and people that I don't even know and I heard about and support, because that's what needs to be heard. This town, like I said, it's also a curse that we're all together and all family. It is also a curse.
Yeah, because of,
And then that's because of it. So, because we don't promote each other. Because everybody has the same agenda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it takes a few of us. Chloe was one of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
absolutely.
teach all the time. Again, I'm a teacher. And they're like, oh, Tasha, you should be doing this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but I got this person that really wants to sing, and I want to help that person. And I'll go to that person first. And that's, maybe I was meant to be a pauper, but my heart is filled when I do shit like that. So yeah, I love my own opportunities, and I'm grateful for them, and I'm grateful to have the platforms because of those opportunities to help other people. To helps.
It helps.
All right, one more
It's
shot.
that weed again, yeah.
To help other people.
Oh,
No,
Gwen Alter, man,
I'm
you
stopping
bitter
by Jimmy's
strong.
house.
Yeah, I
Gwen,
know.
I'm coming after you, Gwen. I'm coming after you.
I'm growing that white
Your
widow in
son,
there.
your son ain't making it no better. But seriously, that is like, my perspective on the whole thing. And I even get people, my boyfriend, everybody, you need to be tougher. You need to be this and this. I said, okay, when it comes to me, I probably will be. But when it comes to others, I can't. I cannot. There's no negotiation there. I have to
That's
be there.
you, Tasha.
Yeah.
That's not the
Yeah, no
average
shit.
person.
If I have the knowledge, if I have something that can help, I am obligated personally to do something about it. So
There is.
there we go.
You know,
There we go. That's me.
Needs
There
to
is
be
that
more
fine
folks
line.
like that.
There is that fine line with the jams though too, because like the jams, what part of what makes them tough though too is like when there is certain people that come out that like maybe need more bedroom time or something more, like it's hard to have those conversations, but like usually if you're honest with it, people
Yeah.
are mostly okay, like,
And they are.
and we've done a million jams together, right? So like we've seen that before where like say if like especially it happens a decent amount with singers too, like if singers come out but they were just used to like karaoke or something and they think they're going to front a band and they don't know what key they sing and they don't know anything about music, like it's really tough because
is.
like the person could be a really good singer, but like, hey, you have to study this part of the music to be able to
There's a whole nother
have a
side to it.
band.
Yeah.
If you want to
Even
form
if
a
it's
band
just by
around
ear.
you, like
Stage chops.
Even
Yeah.
if it's just by ear. So to our listening audience, I have 14 Detroit Music Awards.
yeah.
I cannot read music.
All right. Yeah.
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, yeah.
If your passion is there, if you got the guts, you got the sounds, put it out there. Don't give a fuck.
Right. But you
If you can hit a note and follow a melody, you're good.
But always,
you're good.
always-
But there are those people that need that. That's
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just one of them that I don't care. I'm not trying to read a theory book. Fuck
You're
off.
selling yourself short though because
I just want to hit the stage. What time we start?
you're selling yourself short though because you did the work of figuring out like, okay, what key do I like this song and this song and this
Yes.
song, and you know your keys.
I
Like,
do. I figure them out. But
I'm talking about at least that level. Like
Yeah.
if somebody's, if
Yeah, I
a
do
singer's
that.
going to come
I
out
do
to a
that.
jam, they got to be able to tell the band a key that they
Right.
want to sing the song.
have to
and,
communicate.
You know,
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
I
band.
I learned that coming up.
yeah.
You know,
I
from
remember
cover
me
band.
and you going through that at.
I'm like, Jimmy, what
Yeah.
keys do I do all this shit in?
I remember you and
so
I
when I
going
tell
through that,
somebody
yeah.
else, we're good.
Yeah, we're at Gabe's rehearsal space. I remember us going through.
He
some
mentioned
keys,
Gabe.
So,
Hi, Gabe Gonzalez.
yeah. I love that drum riser you got, man. That thing was amazing.
It was awesome.
He's got like a drum riser that you got to climb a ladder.
You
get,
do have to climb
like
a ladder.
up to the drum riser. It's like 10 feet in the air. It's amazing. It's so cool.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's,
He does.
yeah, it's
I'll
so
take
weird.
you there if you want.
Yeah. It's so fun. Like Tasha.
I
tells,
got the key to the building.
Tasha tells me to show up at this rehearsal space, and this is actually where I met John Abraham, my now boyfriend. You know, and
Jimmy's man crush.
yeah. Oh, I think it goes
Also,
both ways.
my bass
all right?
player, John Abraham.
Yeah.
Hey, boo.
Yeah.
Allison, don't be worried.
Yeah.
It's okay, boo.
And that's where I meet him. Tasha calls this rehearsal, like us to this rehearsal space. And then like we get there and Gabe is 10 feet up in the air. Me and John are looking at each other from across the room going, man, who are you? You know, like I was like, of course, you know me, I'm a blues nerd. So I was like, why the fuck is this bass player playing a 5-string Ken Smith bass for Tasha Owens? Get out of here. Like, where's your fucking P bass? You know? And I'm sure he was thinking the same about me. Like, who's this guy that doesn't have a distortion pedal? You know. and now we're boyfriends.
Their wives approve of this relationship.
Right.
I'm just saying
I
that.
don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah, their bromance is
And
real.
It's mostly video games. It's very little cuddling. Yeah, it's very, very little cuddling.
That's great.
But then through that though, like getting back to the point, I guess through that, you did learn all the keys and everything.
Yes,
You learned
I did.
everything. We all went through that. Like I think.
And
this,
now I can mentally recognize them, but I still can't identify them.
Oh right.
So I'll know, hey, this is not the right key. Let's go up or down. I can do that.
right, yeah.
And that's a great education, y'all, if you don't know shit about keys. If you can hear it and say, that's a little too low.
Right,
That's a
yeah.
little too high. Let's just bring it down. Or half step. If you can talk that language, you are a rock star vocalist.
Right, absolutely. Well, I'll never forget this too, because this just happened. I don't know. I forget what gig it was, but it was within the last few months. One of these things me and Tasha are doing together. It's the only time that I've ever started one of her songs, and like I knew what key it was in my head.
It was so fucked up.
And it was like, no, you did great because
I did great. I covered.
I started the song completely just in the wrong key.
Yeah.
Flat out just in the wrong key. I mean, we've been playing the song fucking 7 years together probably now. I just started it in the wrong key. And I think it was a duo
It
thing.
happens.
So it was only me. The band didn't have to follow or something like that. But then you did adjust, like, and you sang it, and I want to say, like, I played it higher than it should have been.
Yeah.
And she just adjusted up, but not
Yeah,
even
I did.
adjusted low, adjusted up.
I adjusted.
And she murdered it, and as soon as we got done with the song, I was like, that's like the first time in 7 years that I've ever done that to you, and it
was the
won't
same-
happen again.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
like,
I was
oh,
like,
shit.
yeah,
He's got
because
another
we're going through the
7 years.
song,
But
and like,
we had each other's
that's
back. That's
professional.
Yeah.
that is professional.
Yeah.
The show
Yeah.
must go on.
yeah, and it's like
That's-
15, 20 probably seconds into the song.
Yeah.
I realized
And I'm
what I
like-
did, you know. But then I was like, I'm not gonna change
No,
it,
no.
you know.
Right.
Like we're just gonna roll through
Keep
this,
going,
you know.
yeah.
And,
You know,
Yes.
at a show, that's like the biggest taboo
Yeah.
is to stop a song.
Yeah, to
Oh,
stop
yeah.
a song.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
at a jam night, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different
At a-
story
at
to
a
jam
gig,
night.
Stopping a song is like there's almost no bigger taboo.
Right,
In my
correct.
opinion.
Yeah, you got to keep
You know,
just
you just-
trudging through, you know, like. Oh, that's a great question, actually, for some
Wait.
veteran musicians.
I do want to know, have any of you played with James Cloyd on Crack House Woman?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna play that.
He wouldn't have. Yeah. Obviously,
Yeah, we're gonna play that in a few minutes.
Actually,
Okay,
I
yeah,
have
you want me to bring
jammed
it
with
up?
James a few times when he played guitar.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was Crack House.
That's one of his.
Those are my favorites. I'd ask
Isn't it
him,
one of his
yeah,
favorites?
yeah. I would ask him to do it all the time, and most of the times he would tell me no because the bars told him he can't do it there anymore.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, but could you imagine, Jay? I could
You on
see that.
WDDS? Play that bitch.
Trying to find it. I'll bring it up on YouTube.
We're gonna look for one.
It represents James great.
Yes, James Coy was a wonderful, not only a wonderful bass player, singer, composer, arranger. He played with everybody all over the world, including my idol. And it was only one time, but I'm like really happy about that, Miss Barbara Streisand.
Oh yeah, you played with Barbara Streisand. Yeah.
Barbara, yes, he played
See,
behind
people don't
Barbara.
even know all this
It was
stuff.
one time, but I swear, that's my girl. So okay, hey. Anyway,
I didn't know that was your idol.
she taught me how to sing.
Really?
Yeah, I used to listen to her.
I did not know.
That's
this.
how old I am, people. Cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Hey, I know about
Well,
cassette.
cassette.
Oh,
you know?
Jim,
Brendan,
move that way.
Scoot out a little.
Yeah, cassette tapes. And then yeah, so it was Barbara.
Using my pencil to rewind it.
Right.
Fix it and stuff. I'm not that young.
But this was one of the songs that was a favorite at most of the clubs and juke joints. And keep a lookout. I'm trying to open up my own Tasha's juke joint, so keep a lookout for that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We found James doing crack.
Oh,
house.
we found it doing
Let's
Crack
play it.
House. Here we go.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all.
Joanna Connor on this too. Yeah.
Is this a Callahan?
At Kelly. Oh, yeah.
She used to be sweet. She had a smile for everybody she meets. Now she's a crack house woman. All the time. No, it's not. But there ain't nothing but a crackhead smoking that rock all the time.
The man.
She used to be stat. Had tits out the here. But all them things are gone.
I still got him.
Never, 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 never to reappear. Nothing but a crack house woman. I'm sorry, Joanne.
Oh, you're not talking about me, huh?
No, no, not at all. Fucked up every day. Ain't nothing but a rock star. And Pookie the dope man has got his way. This is a true story. This is a true story.
What about Pookie? What about Pookie?
Pookie shoots up in his eyeball. He's got a habit this big. He's fucked up in the head.
Oh, Pookie.
That ain't it.
Oh, not Pookie.
Nothing but a crack house woman. Fucked up all the time. It's hard, I know it's hard.
Tell it, James. Tell it, James. Speak that, brother. Speak it.
Pookie shoots up in his balls. He done used up all his veins all the time.
Gosh, a snort.
It's Detroit, I'm telling you.
That stuff sounds good.
Right, yeah.
That'd be the nastiest solo ever played, I think.
Joanna Connor. Hardest working woman in Chicago. Look at James telling her, go.
Yes. Check out Mr. Cloyd on that bass, y'all. Out of control. Out of control.
Now, who's that on guitar?
Joanna Connor.
Savage.
Yeah.
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 She's a beast.
Oh yeah, she's a beast.
She's tapping.
Woo! Yes.
Beast mode.
Uh-oh, STD.
Nothing but a crack house woman. In love with Pookie the dope man.
Pookie the dope man. I can't.
Might as well get her over under 30-30. And get herself a new man.
It's everybody's
man.
go-to.
Yeah. So that's classic. Classic James Cloyd, y'all. Oh man, we all know that.
Nothing like that encompasses his sense of humor.
It totally
perfectly.
does.
He's spending the rest of the video there going like, I'm sorry to Joanna Connor. I'm sorry. That's what he did to her stage at Callahan's. Like, I'm sorry. I know I'm out of line, you know?
But yeah.
The crowd ate it up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Crowd ate it up.
exactly. Yeah.
He's the only one that can sing that song and get away with
Get
it.
away
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
That's probably true.
You are so right.
That is probably true. What do you guys got like going forward, like as we get out of this COVID thing and all that?
Yeah.
Like what you're just looking at, excited to get back to gigs, you want to do more recording, like all the above?
I think recording will always stay. I'm still gigging periodically with Motor City Josh,
Yeah.
but I sort of had to say to him, like, look, man, I'm not going to do any indoor gigs.
Yeah.
And
There you go.
And he was really cool about it. He's
Yeah.
like, dude, but
Yeah.
he's like, I got to play. And
Yeah.
I think they mentioned that they were going to, like, him and Johnny Rhodes were going to, like, switch off on bass at gigs and stuff.
Oh, really?
That's cool. Yeah. That's got to keep everybody
And
safe.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I hope you're cool with that, because I don't mean any disrespect. I'm like,
Right, yeah.
I hope you're cool with.
I think
my
everybody's
decision.
just got to do what they're comfortable with right
Yeah,
now, right? I mean,
exactly.
like going
Yeah.
forward, I don't
As
think.
much as you can and make it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the name of the game. I
And,
think.
and one more thing, I guess I'll plug again, thanks to Tasha. Base Day, Detroit 2020.
Yes.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
5 p.m. And James Simonson is going to be on
Yep.
it.
Kern Brantley puts this
Yes.
together every year.
Yes.
Yeah, and we talked about him earlier. Kern Brantley, you know, the producer in that, and bass player for Mary J. Blige, a lot of folks. He also plays for
Gaga,
Lady
too.
Gaga. Yeah, and his list is as long as my boyfriend's rap
whoa.
sheet.
So
Good just look him up. Yeah, Kern Brantley is the guy, and like I said, I've been participating in Detroit-based days since the inception, quite a few years ago. And this year it's done differently, so it's just the musicians and that. So please follow that as well, Chris. Will you be there? Yeah,
yes.
I made that happen.
Yes, and I gave you a special shout out.
Oh, yes, you did.
In the actual performance itself.
Thank you, my darling. I love you. Thank you.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but we submit videos ahead of time,
right? Yeah,
for them to stream them. And
we were just talking about it with our last guest too.
Gotcha.
That's why even Arts Beats and Eats, everything is going that way right now. You know.
Yeah. And so I gave you a nice little thank you.
Thank you, my love. I love you so much.
Nice.
I do.
Nice.
And other bass players on it, like some friends and some just monsters. Like,
is this your first one?
Yes.
Oh my God,
yes.
You are gonna have so much fun.
Well, he did it already though.
But I'm gonna be sitting home just watching. This.
I know. It's so much fun.
And see what everybody else does and everything too. It'd be exciting.
But traditionally live,
I can only imagine.
Oh, when we did the tribute to James Jamerson Jr., it was. Amazing.
Awesome.
Okay,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
I'm like,
you got any?
All right, let's get back on track.
Do you have any outdoor gigs coming up?
I do.
And you don't know them. It's okay. It's fine.
Oh, Josh, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
I got a couple, but things have been just coming and canceling. It's
hard
to,
right. Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard to keep it together. And when the whole pandemic hit, like I just stopped using my calendar.
Me too.
I know.
Even
I did
with
too.
our gigs together right now, like she'll write me and I'll like I literally because there's only like one a week or something.
Yeah.
So I went back. I reverted to making mental notes of like, oh, okay, I got this Saturday, I got this Saturday, I got this Saturday. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. And reminding myself, and.
Yeah. Even on the way here, I'm like, I gotta talk to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then she offered me a really good money private gig next Saturday. So I was like, I think I can do that. I think I can clear my schedule for the 2-hour gig. That's that money. That's all right. Yeah,
we like that.
We're fine with that.
So take advantage of that, folks. People are paying because they don't have entertainment.
Yeah. Brendan, you got anything coming up?
At the moment, I actually think there isn't. I have the one date that I know for sure is going on. I can't tell you, just like Chris.
Oh, okay.
No, it's with J-Bone out, and I think Pat Smiley is going to be there too.
Oh, nice.
And it's the Arlington, or what's that? Forgive me.
That's right. We'll get it together.
It's
you having a hot flash like me, man. It's okay.
It's one of those
Here you
Arts,
go,
Beats and Eats festival things
I got you.
going on.
Oh, yeah.
Besides that, it's basically just playing around the block, and there's a really cool thing that I don't think we have anything scheduled as of right now, but I want to talk about it real quick anyhow, just because it's really cool. Down the street in Detroit. I think it's right. It would be the east side of it. Okay. There's Vinewood Street, and
I've seen it with Pat Smiley.
Yeah. The things you've been doing. Yeah,
they're having musicians from all over come out. The guy started it himself. He just kind of sat out on his porch and started playing music. And it slowly became this big thing.
And it's pretty cool.
They shut down the whole street.
Front yard concerts.
Well, we got invited to play one on the east side on Lennox Street. It was at the dead end street.
There's
so
a lot.
We're still exploring that.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. It's like absolutely.
I hope that's a new thing, 'cause
and
I
then
kinda like them.
Oh yeah. So
these are like DIY gigs that are popping up.
do it yourself.
And
it really is.
And it's cool though.
And
like
we're grateful. We are grateful, people. Keep them coming.
Yeah,
for real.
A lot
Come
of
to Hot Flash Happy Hour if you need musicians. We got them.
Right.
We got them.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
WGDS, Dirty TV. We got the musicians. I got y'all.
And what's crazy is like, because we were talking about this earlier, right? With like the with the driveway concerts.
Yep.
When you have like, say, even if it's 20, 30 people sitting there that haven't seen music or anything in a long time and really want to come out and see music, it's like you're putting on a show
Yeah.
for these
And
people,
they are so appreciative.
They're very
Completely,
appreciative, and
yeah.
like
Yes.
they're really great audiences. They're really fun to do. I think.
Yeah.
Like
There's
I,
a
you
total
know,
energy to it. I agree.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
and they come
yeah.
prepared. They're like, okay, here's my $50 for two. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
They
I'm just
have
saying.
been a little more generous than I think they might have because they know how much.
Yes.
Well, people aren't
musicians
going out
are-
all the time too, right? People are sitting at home. Like say, if the people that didn't that COVID didn't affect negatively
Right.
financially,
Yes.
they've been sitting home actually stocking away and saving
Yeah.
money by not going out.
Absolutely.
You know,
That's true,
there's
yeah.
nothing to do right now, right? You know,
That's
and,
crazy.
And it's you know, there's a way for everybody to get through this. I think for sure. You know, and I think it's the more creative people are, we can all do this all together. you
Yeah,
know?
but in addition to that too, we're learning new ways to do something.
Yeah.
So when things become back to where we can do it freely, we need to hang on to those new ways
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
and grow them
This is going
You're
to
and
right.
grow them.
You're right.
a big.
Yeah, because this again, it is a new normal, even though it's like a cliche at this point, on Facebook or any social media, it's a new normal. But it really fucking is a new normal. So we need to embrace that and move forward that way. And I think it's captured a lot of times with the technology over the years, it's been okay, the younger generations. Now it hit everybody.
Yeah.
So now we all have a stake
Yeah.
in the process
Yeah.
of creating something beautiful.
These
Totally,
times
yeah.
are going to really
Redefine,
Yeah,
yes.
Yep, and revolutionize.
Revolutionize,
live music
redefine.
going forward.
It's
Yes.
literally turned
So-
and it's literally turned musicians into content creators.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
We're contact creators. We are
it has.
That's
you
what
know?
I call
booking
myself.
agents,
Exactly.
And what's
songwriters, everything.
there's that learning
collaborators.
curve, especially I'm not gonna
Oh, you go.
I'm not gonna call out older people by any means.
I'm
Tasha.
old,
I
fuck
wouldn't
you.
do that. I wouldn't do that.
I'm
But
53
but
and
definitely,
fabulous, y'all.
Like it's interesting to see people, especially the older crowd, scrambling, wondering like, okay, how do we monetize this?
Yeah,
right.
how like, okay, cool, we have clicks.
Give
we
me
have views.
$1.380,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
right. Yeah, like, yeah. You're sounding like the crack house woman right now. Jesus Christ.
Liar, James Clyde, liar.
But I think people are, everybody's searching, fishing, trying to find out how to monetize
Right.
it, how to create this content, how to get views, how to get
Absolutely.
likes, and it's a whole new world for everybody,
It
and
truly is.
But it's kind of at the same time, I'm I guess a half glass full sort of guy. It's a really fun new adventure,
That's
right?
how
It is.
It, like-
it
That's
is.
how
Like-
I've seen it. That's
I'm
how
so
it's
there.
treated me. Like I said, this didn't fuck me up.
Yeah.
Right.
This caused me to go in new directions.
Absolutely.
I would not have gone.
Right.
Yep.
I'd still be a hired gun bass player, which I love.
I never thought I wanted a podcast, really.
Right,
It's
yeah.
like, wow, and we're doing good. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You guys are factory designed for this.
what do you mean?
We're trying.
Body
We're
by
trying,
Fisher, brains by Mattel.
But
That's
you
some
guys-
bullshit, Chris. That's some
You guys have history,
bullshit.
and you guys have this shorthand that is just, it's just perfect.
Thank
that's
you,
why
baby.
I reached, that's why I was a big fan from day one.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Thank you.
And so I'm really grateful.
We're
to
getting
be
it
here.
together as we go, I mean,
The
that's
love
just,
is
that's,
mutual,
what we're all supposed to
100%.
do.
Thanks
They've
for
always-
playing my song, by the way.
Amen.
That's
Of course.
super cool.
100%.
Of course, and thanks for everybody that is watching and tuned
Yep,
in.
absolutely.
And, let's close it.
I'm going to close it out with,
Chris Smith, Brennan Lindsley.
yep.
I'm going to play, Tasha, one of your songs to
Oh,
close
shit.
it because
Oh,
I
not
know
one of
we've been talking about, we're actually playing this song on Saturday. I've never played this song with you.
Uh-oh.
But like I was saying, I was studying
Oh,
my
yeah,
charts.
that owner guy likes this one.
Yeah, so we're going to take
This is for you, Roger, dude.
Yeah, we're going to take out the show with, Tasha's I'll Just Say It.
Oh no.
Oh, and thank.
I like it that you treat me this way. You're always there for me any day, and I like it. Oh, I like it.